everyone, how are you today? The other day I was asked a question what I eat for snacks, and I thought to myself, gosh, you know what, I don't eat any snacks at all. So I wanted to talk with you guys about that today, about snacks and meals and between meals and different things like that. People talk about eating snacks and stuff like that. I think there's probably two main reasons. One would be boredom, and two is because they're going quite a long time between their regular meals, so they're having something to snack on. So the first thing I want to address is the amount of meals. Let's say you have a pretty long day, and so you have breakfast at 6 a.m. and then you have lunch at say 12 or 1 o'clock, and then you have dinner at 7 o'clock. That's pretty far spanned out between all of your meals. And so what usually happens, with a lot of people, or most people, is what they're doing is they're eating too much food and they're eating too fast. So your brain and your stomach aren't talking with each other quick enough. So you get totally stuffed and you're like, oh my gosh, I ate so much food. And then you've already created that overstuffed feeling and you don't feel good. And then after that, then you start to get hungry because you haven't, it's still a long time before lunch or whatever. So then you get a snack. And then you have lunch, and then between lunch and dinner you start to get hungry, and it's kind of the same cycle. For me, I don't have any snacks because basically what I have is meals. And I consider, all of what I eat a meal. And so I think the best and the easiest thing to do is, rather than starting to think of 3 huge meals and snacks in between and kind of grabbing this and grabbing that, what you really should do is aim for 4 meals or 5 meals throughout the day. And so what that's going to do is you're going to eat less at each meal, and it's going to have, but it's going to carry you through, the morning all through the nighttime. So a couple things what it'll do is it'll keep your blood sugar better regulated rather than shooting up and crashing down and shooting up and crashing down. And I think I've mentioned this before, but for me, I never get really hungry and I never get overly completely stuffed because I don't have to eat as much food each time I do eat, and then I know, okay, well, I don't need to overstuff myself because I'm eating in another 3 hours or 2.5 hours or something anyways. So you span it out like that and it's better. So then you can plan your meals out and you're probably going to eat better quality food rather than getting really hungry and saying, oh, what's around, I'm just going to grab this because it's fast and it's easy. So if you do for some reason need snacks in between, find, probably best thing is find some vegetables or some fruit. That's going to be your best bet. It's going to be low in fat, it's going to have some calories for you, but it's going to be good calories, and it should satisfy you to get through. But honestly, if you switch it out to do like 4 or 5 meals and consider whatever you're eating for the day an actual meal, then I guarantee you're probably not going to snack anymore because you're going to be content, you're going to be filled up. You're really not going to need to eat anything. If it's an emotional eating or a boredom eating, same thing. It doesn't really matter. Even if I have something that looks really good in front of me, if my stomach is full, I don't want to eat it. I don't really care how good it looks, just because you're content, you're filled up. And if you're eating good quality nutritious food that's stimulating your body and getting all the nutrients, it's not going to be lacking stuff where your body's sort of craving out for this sweet or salty or whatever the case is. So try that. I recommend that. And I'm not saying snacking is a bad thing, but if you're overindulging on snacks and you say, I got really hungry between lunch and dinner, and so I was hungry, so I ate some potato chips and I ended up eating the whole bag, and then I didn't really eat that much of a dinner because I was already full from the potato chips. Well, then you filled up your basically a meal with potato chips, then you didn't have a very good dinner, and it just kind of creates an overall bad situation. So try that out. It's going to be good. Like I said, it's going to break that up. You're going to have consistent nutrients going into your body throughout the day, and you're going to have good calories and good vitamins and minerals coming in. Your blood sugar is going to be more stabilized, and yeah, you should feel better overall. And in general, make sure you're drinking water between your meals. That's always a good thing. Just always stay hydrated, of course, too. So hopefully this helps, and hopefully it'll help with the old stereotypical thing of 3 huge meals and snacks in between and stuff like that. So I'll talk with you guys later. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the box below, and I will talk with you later on. Bye.